One of the things that I thought that would be interesting and in my opinion, helpful to you, because I see a lot of these reoccurring issues with individuals posting. They'll say, why do you do this? Or why did you take that trade? Or why is this not working for me? And, I tried your mentorship and I'm failing. I saw a guy post the other day, he said he's lost like 50 times or something like that. I don't know. And in my opinion, I think that, and I asked the person, how soon did you start trading it? Because it's easy to watch the first couple of episodes and think, oh, I got this. You have no idea what you're doing. Zero. You don't know if that fair value gap is going to close. You don't know if it's even going to return to it yet. Why? Because you haven't studied anything in back testing. You haven't looked at how the previous moves have occurred. You haven't looked at market structure long enough to know that, oh, this is what it looks like when it's likely to do these types of things that repeat. Is the weekly range expansion bullish or bearish for this week coming? Have you done any work with that? How many of you are doing that? You don't see me talking about that because that's your job. That's my students' work. That's what you have to do. And then you wonder why I'm doing trades in a specific direction. Well, why'd you do that? Well, go back, okay, and look at what the market was likely to do based on the weekly chart. Is the weekly candle prior to us our new week opening, is it likely to expand higher and reach for some kind of inefficiency or buy side liquidity? You don't need to predict that closing price on Friday. You don't need that, folks. You don't need to predict the closing price on any individual daily candle. Market structure does not require you to have a closing below a swing low or above a swing high. These are questions that I see repeated many times. And if you simply would have paid attention in the 2022 mentorship, I literally spelled all those things out. I spelled them out perfectly, but you're not listening and writing down anything. You're just watching. You're wanting to see that billboard sign says, this is what you're looking to do. When your chart looks like this, when it's the important things that I've talked about that you young folks that don't want to listen, you don't want to listen. You want something cookie cutter, quick and fast. And that's why you're losing your ass. That's why you're losing money. It's not because my stuff doesn't work. It's because you're too impatient. You're too impatient and you're not listening. You're stubborn. And I know I was like that. I'm not knocking you for it, but I'm trying to tell you this is how you correct it. Because unless you correct this, it will never work for you. It will never work for you because you're not giving it its proper respect and you're not giving yourself the chance to follow it within the rules. You're trying to push too fast to try to do something. Listen, I know I hated it when I was working. I hated having a job. I hated in class. As I was studying, I didn't want to be in there. As much as I loved coding, I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be doing it. In my mind, I was thinking, I know enough. Just give me a job and I'll pick up the rest doing it. I know what it's like to think that way. And sometimes it may be hard for you because you're not making ends meet like you want to. You see other people doing well, they're flossing. Hey, I want to get there and do that too. Well, listen, it doesn't happen overnight. I'm not these Instagram gurus. Okay. I'm not telling you buy my course in 120 days. It's Lamborghini lifestyle from here on out. Nope. 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 You got to first learn how to be able to not lose. That's a huge milestone. You have no idea how hard that is for most people by itself. I don't give a fuck who you're learning from. I don't care who you're learning from, what you're learning, what their style of trading is, if they're using some software program, or if it's all discretionary trading. I don't give a single fuck who it is. Okay. I don't care who wrote a book, who's on a top sellers list. I don't give a shit how long they've been trading or who's done what. They are never going to make this part easier for anybody because it's all going to be a unique experience for each and every single one of us. You have to discover where you fuck yourself up. What's the thing or things, because sometimes it's multiple things. What's the thing that causes you to derail yourself? See, that's the missing puzzle piece that nobody really puts the work in. And that's why I tell everybody, it's going to take you you got to spend at least a year with me. Not because it takes me a year to show you everything that is required to make money. You're going to see where you fuck up. And the problem is some of you just don't want to admit that you fuck up. And that's unfortunate. And I tried to hide that when I was a younger man too, because I was like, there's no way. There's no way I'm making a mistake here because I'm doing exactly what this book said. Well, if I would have looked at that book with a diametrically opposed view on the marketplace, then this shit would have worked. But I kept doing it, thinking that it's something outside of me. No, it was me. I couldn't see what it was that was causing the issue. The issue was is I was repeating the same things over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And every one of these fucking books, every one of these authors, every one of these motherfuckers that pretended they had a reason to write a fucking book or worth listening to or reading, I had resentment towards them. And it took me into a position of, I'm angry at everyone. I'm 20 some years old. I'm pissed off at the world because I'm thinking like you all now, these young folks, the world owes me something now because I put all this time and money into all this bullshit that ain't working for me. Somebody needs to pay reparations. Okay. Somebody needs to fix this shit. Okay.